Welcome back to Titanium Hanger. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with another video. This time I want to talk to you about my vintage carded G.I. Joe collection, and it's a little bit bittersweet to me because I've had these for 30 years. I bought them with my own paper route money and all that, and I've held on to them. Some of them I opened back in the day and taped them back up, really not understanding what a collectible is or value of it or importance of it, but to me, I enjoy them. And so if you collect for you or I collect for me, it doesn't really matter about value. It matters about you have what you want. So anyway, I have been selling off my loose Joe stuff, all my other Joe stuff, simply because of space. Now, I'm keeping about 100 figures, and I'm keeping these carded figures, but I'm getting rid of a lot of it. And I'm going to tell you at the end why I think Joe stuff is kind of hot right now on the market. All right, first thing I want to talk about is this big boa figure. Now, I had no idea who he was. I don't even remember him in the show, but and that's kind of how it was when I was buying these carded ones. I really wished I could have walked in and got a Duke and the first Storm Shadow and the second Snake Eyes and all those figures and a Cobra Commander on the card like this. But when I had the money to buy them from my paper route and all that stuff, this is what was out. So that's why I got them. So I wanted anything that looked like it was a ninja. And even though this Undertow was actually like an underwater kind of guy, like the other ones that they had, I thought he looked kind of like a ninja, so I was really all about that. Okay, so here's another one, Target. But yeah, these are my carded figures. Yeah, put down in the comments if you think I should sell them. Let's get caught up on the price tags here. So this was at AFES for $2.95, same as I just got the big boa, so it says the same thing. And AFES was a good place to go to buy these. You see, I opened this up, messed with it, didn't even play with it. I just posed it and so taped it back up. 30L tape on there. And of course, let's backtrack real quick. This one here was $2.90, so about $3 a figure. And I think that was a pretty reasonable price at the time, and I still think it's a good price. Next, moving on to this Battle 2000. Now, this is DJ. I think I saw this guy everywhere. Eckerd's, all the places I went. And he's so cool, I didn't even open him. So I got him sealed. What a deal. Sealed that deal. Pretty awesome. Again, I'm going to reiterate that these are figures that I kind of... I didn't see them on the show, but they were there, and I got the coolest looking ones I could. But this one here was... It's hard to see on the camera there. $3.17. Kmart was one of the more expensive ones. And then here is the Iceberg, and I kept him sealed, I believe. And I can tell that I kept them sealed based on whether or not there's tape all over it, 30-year-old yellowing tape. But I wished I would have had Snow Job. Like, I was like, man, I wish I could get Snow Job, not this guy. Simply because Snow Job was in the show, and I had a loose one, but I was like, man, I wish I had a carded Snow Job. I would have bought an extra one to have a carded one. And I started thinking along those lines during this time. Scoop. And I think this guy actually gets into the Python Patrol stuff. So, and this was $3.79. So this was like a year after I bought those other ones. So the Python Patrol was, so we're going to get into that here in just a second. And then this one here is the Night Creeper. Now, it looks like a ninja. That's what I like about them. $3.39. And here is the back. And actually, it seems like they really updated the backs a lot. Like with the Star Wars figure, you had like 20 figures that all had the same exact back, but it seems like each one of these figures have a different back. Okay, so getting into the Python Patrol, and I kind of like these. Now, another mixed bag. I like these because they were the exact same figure as the original release, except repainted to be part of Python Patrol. So we're going to start with ones that were not repainted figures. This Low Light, well, maybe he was a repainted figure. I don't even remember. But did I open this guy? I don't think I did. I don't see any tape on him. Sergeant Slaughter's Marauders. I don't know why they're talking about that. Just trying to sell some Marauders there. But here we are, and he was a kind of cool looking guy. Got it with TG&Y, man. I love that place. You can't really see it. $3.99. That was like Walmart. In fact, in my town, Walmart bought out the TG&Y, and so it felt no different. It felt like the exact same place with the exact same toy aisle. Python Patrol Officer, Python Officer, same as the Cobra Officer, and looks exactly the same. Pretty cool looking. I didn't really like the new deco on most of these, but I did like it on him because he's just pretty much in black, and I thought that was a slick little outfit and looking like a ninja. Okay, Gnawhide here. I think he was like another Dreadnought. Came with another animal and all kinds of stuff. Man, these guys came with a ton of stuff. And I think I kept this one sealed too. Not really sure. Yeah, I kept it sealed. There he is. Gnawhide. All right, next up we have the Alley Viper, which I opened because he was like one of the main characters in the Python Patrol and had to have him out. In fact, I was actually excited that we could go get these, and I really enjoyed the Python Patrol cartoon section. I just thought it was a nice, interesting spin on G.I. Joe. Instead of them just hashing out the same old thing, they went and did like a mini series, and it was a big ordeal, and you got conspiracies going on. And these two were like the two at the heart of everything. So I'm pretty sure I opened him up too. The Scoop, yeah, I had to open them up because they were like the main ones. I don't have the price tag on this guy anywhere. But what I want to do is these, I think, were part of the same wave. And so, yes, they do have the same backs if they're part of the same wave, which was something I was kind of curious about. Curiouser and curiouser. Next, we got a Python Patrol Trooper. And I didn't open him up either because I had the original ones. If I already had the character loose, I had no need to open it. I only opened ones I didn't have. And I was really wanting to keep them all sealed. I just didn't have the willpower at the age of 12 or 11, however I was. Yeah, 11 years old, 11 or 12. $2.95. So here's the Alley Viper and this guy here. I think I opened it. I don't know why I would have opened it. That makes no sense. But anyway, pretty cool. Like same as the original one that came out with just different color weapons, accessories. Well, same color weapons, accessories, I think, but different color outfit. Now here's the Crimson Guard, and like I like the red version so much better, but this guy kind of looks goofy compared to the red one. And I think I even opened him. That was stupid. Why did I open this thing? So I'm saving the best for last, and I'm also going to tell you why I think Joe is getting popular. I'm going to also tell you a few of my predictions and just a little bit more stuff about G.I. Joe that I'm thinking. But anyway, getting into this, Eckerd's was like my last hope. And I got a Storm Shadow. I was disappointed he wasn't the first version Storm Shadow because it was no getting him at this time. And then as an adult, I was in a comic shop. I already discussed with the Galaxy Comics. He's my guy in the Falls there. And he had these fun schools. He was selling them to me for $5. So I said, just for the heck of it, I'll have a second one. I didn't know what Fun School was. I guess it's a knockoff, an unofficial knockoff. But I kind of think that knockoffs and bootlegs actually become very rare down the road. I just like having two Storm Shadows. This is probably my holy grail of carded figures is Destro. And I didn't get him when I was a kid. As an adult, my collector buddy, Trey, hooked me up. We traded, he wanted an AT-AT of mine or something. And I was like, man, I've got 13, who cares? I'll trade you. He's a good friend of mine that made me a good deal, and he told me the value of it when he handed it to me. He's like worth way more than that AT-AT, but I know you wanted it, so there you go. So throw him some props there. So really, the next thing I really want to talk about is why is Joe stuff kind of hot right now? Because when I throw stuff on eBay, I'll throw a handful of things that are around G.I. Joe stuff. I'll throw Star Wars, Transformers, and all that stuff, and I've sold more Joe lately. Maybe it's because I'm listing more new Joe auctions, but I've sold more Joe than anything. And I know exactly why. It's because the franchise has been starved. Collectors and fans are starved of new content, new items, and the only thing left is just to fill out your old collection, fill out your vintage collection, and just get backtrack and catch up. And this is the chance to do that. I really think that Hasbro's missing a huge opportunity. I think they did really well with the 30th anniversary figures, and I'd like to see that come back. I would support that if it came back. I have probably 50 of those, and I'll do a video on those one day. But yeah, that's the problem. I want Hasbro to put out some more vintage style stuff, and I'm all about that with Star Wars. I'm all about that with the Transformers, which they're doing right now. Why not do it with Joe? Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, leave in the comments. Let me know if I should sell my collection or just keep it. Titanium Hanger out.